world-mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be taken in at the 1. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
But that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
First down, Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A first down throw for Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And able to get him down, but he does reached the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now Elliott. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. The tight end, Julius Thomas, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
And that's a tough throw for a right-handed quarterback, rolling out to his left and trying to get the ball to a receiver. We've seen all those drills where they're trying to get the shoulders square and point it towards the target downfield.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Prescott from the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Julius Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
82.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. Breaks through the contact. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Robert Woods, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brandon Graham in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Here we go. Wide eight. Here we go. Going to 54. Wide eight. Wide eight.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Well, that run good for 6 yards, but they're still looking up at a 3rd and 15.
That's it, baby. Here we go. 47. 47. Here we go. 46. 46. Hey, we're going right there. We're going right there. 58. Right over there. Right over there. Yeah.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. 46.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football, and that really hurts you as an offense.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the first carry for Wendell Smallwood. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Flag. Shorty.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Let's go. Flag. Come on. 81. I couldn't do great. That's it. 81.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. Woods the intended receiver. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Here we go. Wide eight. Here we go. 46. 26.
On second down, Prescott again. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
A dump off to Elliott. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Prescott to throw it. The quick slant caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. Prescott yet again. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Eagles have recovered. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Drops it off to Ajayi. And now running right through it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throwing on 1st is Wentz. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So the false start will back them up 5. Well, I thought they should have punted before. Now they probably definitely need to punt, right?
Yeah, we did a little mind melding there, didn't we? Because I was wondering, why are you out there if you're not going to punt it in the first place? Now, I don't think they have any choice.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
That's difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Prescott on 1st down. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
On 1st and 10, Prescott being chased out left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Second down, Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Prescott now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Number 46. Done. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
26. 26.
Again to Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Right there.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
26. 26.
Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So after the INT, here's Wentz. It's complete left side to Aguilar. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 6 there on first. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. It's caught by Aguilar. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Wentz now on 1st down. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
81.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with second and very long.
Come on. Stay stand. That's it.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Flushed out, and he's going to go down again. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. A final shot before half for Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Ajayi. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Try to get it to Woods. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Here we go, 46. 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. They'll toss it to Ajayi. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Eagles on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
81. Ram. Stop. That's it.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Eagles on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Run. 82. Great. That's it.
Wentz going to throw. A dump off to Smallwood. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Man 5-7.
They'll run with a rookie. It's Boston Scott. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They go again with Scott, and this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position. On 3rd down, Scott. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Come on now, let's go.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. They run again with Ajayi. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Come on now, let's go. We got 3, fellas, we got 81. Black, come on. That's it.
Throwing is Wentz. They got a man. It's Woods. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
57. 81. That's it.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Back now in Arlington. 7-6. Is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Let's go 47. Let's go. Get that. Let's go. Get out. Get out. Gun. 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 26.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46, 46. 26. 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Wentz now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
It's coming now. 26, 26.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Prescott now on second down. And that is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here go 46. Gun. Here we go, 46.
To throw is Prescott. And he finds Julius Thomas. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Prescott to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
On the counter, Elliott. And an alley to run. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are in for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The give is to Elliott. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Again, it's Elliott. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Then we're going to 53.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Oh, how about this on first and goal? Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Shorty. 82. Liz.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
81. Lion. Hey, Lou.
He'll look to throw. Randy Gregory. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Eagles coming up here on a third and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
Liz 5-3.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And how about